I was taking the progress flag and looking at the way that I could make the design of that interact with the design of the Sabres logo. It got to about this level before I changed directions pretty dramatically.
Sports are a performance and they're a spectacle, and so why not have the design I was doing for this jersey reflect that? My name's Adam Weekley. I've lived in Buffalo since 2001. Went to UB for fine arts, and I've been teaching art here at Villa Marina College since 2004. Pop culture is a big part of the way I think about the world. You know, I grew up on probably too much television and comic books, but when it comes to what inspires my work, it has to do with my own experience in the world and my observations about the world. I like anything that brings people together, and I feel like that's what sports do here. I certainly discovered hockey in Buffalo. There was a long time where watching a sport and feeling my heart racing watching a sport wasn't an experience that I was used to having, and watching a Sabres game in the stadium was some of the first time that I had that experience, and I felt like I finally kind of understood. The design in its traditional state is very flat, and so part of what I wanted to do was bring some volume and mass to it. So think about it almost like taking these flat images and trying to make them a little more three-dimensional and dynamic in this direction, right? Bring a little bit of depth to it.
I decided to take those Sabres and redraw them in this more illustrative style and add that dimension to them that I had talked about, make them a bit more illustrative and dynamic, a bit bold, I guess. And then draping the flag over them, there's a kind of regality to it. After I had done that, my first idea was to ship the Buffalo forward and have him moving across.
I think there's a bunch of different ways people could read meaning into it. If you're talking about the progress flag and you turn the Buffalo forward and the Buffalo's progressing towards you, there's this kind of nice agreement between those two elements.
The last addition was the disco ball being dropped into the background to sort of make up that blue space. Dropping that disco ball in and having it be kind of a subtle backdrop for what was happening. I think I wanted there to be some whimsy in here, right? So that's for me when it kind of came more alive.
The whole point of this initiative is about inclusiveness, right? It's about sort of welcoming and embracing every part of the fandom. And so when you feel welcomed and celebrated, you can't understate how significant that can be. The hope is that you're making something that everybody will embrace. And if some folks get to see this and it brings them to the Sabres, then that's a pretty awesome thing to have been a part of.